Hi everyone, my name is Kavya and I'm from class 104. I have chosen the problem How might we help persons with disabilities overcome the difficulties they face in daily life? Here are a few problems the visually impaired face. Firstly, identifying bus numbers. Identifying bus numbers and taking public transport has been a huge trouble for the visually impaired. Being able to identify bus numbers would aid them in taking public transport in daily life. Next, identifying road signs. Being able to identify road signs could greatly reduce the potential dangers a blind person could face if they were unable to read them. Lastly, I have found a solution to reading text on newspapers, signages, and medicines which are not on Braille. Let's get to it. My prototype converts text in front of a blind person into audio for them to hear. This is very useful for the visually impaired as reading text around them, whether it's signages or newspapers, is very difficult for them. This will aid them in reading in daily life. My prototype is a spectacle with a camera and a hearing device incorporated to it. Let's take a look at it. Here is the rough sketch, and I've labeled the parts below. This is the camera attached to the spectacle and the hearing device. I am using a platform called Tesseract, and I will be showing my Python code soon. When text can be detected by the camera, machine learning will be used and the text will be converted into audio for the blind person to hear. I'll be explaining the process in detail later. I'm using a programming platform called Jupyter Notebook to write my Python codes. On Jupyter Notebook, I've opened a Python file named Tesseract Program, and here are all my codes. Before I explain the codes to you in detail, I'll be running the program to show you how it works. Now let's run the program. In order to run the program, we click on the cell and we click on the Run button. The program is running and the camera has been launched. This is the code we'll be showing into the camera later and it's supposed to be read out at the end. Everything has beauty but not everyone sees it. Confucius. Now let's try it out ourselves. In order to capture the image, we click on the Q button.
Everything has beauty, but not everyone sees it. Confucius.
It has been read out correctly. We have been successful. I hope you have enjoyed the demonstration. Let's get to the details. Firstly, we have to import the necessary packages, which are CV2, OS, PyTesseract, Image from Pillow, GTTS, and PlaySound. The set of codes over here allow us to launch the camera and capture the image. In order to capture the image, we have to press the button Q on the keyboard. And after the image is captured, it is stored and the tab is closed. The camera tab is closed. Then the image is converted into grayscale so that it's easier to read. Then the text is identified and extracted from the image as shown by the codes in line 36 to 40. The extracted text is saved as an audio file, and the program has successfully been run. Now that we're done with the technical part, I'm going to explain to you on how I wish to put these codes into real life. Technically speaking, it would not be possible to click the Q button on the keyboard to capture the image, as the visually impaired cannot see well and it will be really troublesome for them. Thus, I wish to add a function to replace clicking the button, where the user claps their hand and the image is captured. This would be way simpler for the blind person. Reading without Braille is a huge problem for blind all around the world, and this invention will better the lives of blind people. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching.